the function call mechanism. At the end of this chapter, you will learn to describe advantages of function, define function parameters, define scope of function variables, differentiate between local versus global variables, invoke function using call by value, call by reference, pass arrays to functions, pass strings to functions, return a value from a function, define function signature, differentiate between declaration in Cunningham-Ritchie or K&RC and ANSI. Function signature. We also learn to describe type function signatures in C. Define function prototype, describe the function call mechanism, pass arguments to main function using command line arguments, the main function and program execution, parsing C command line arguments, structure of programs that use command line arguments, describe storage qualifiers, use standard string handling functions, use string to numeric conversion functions, use function pointers. You will understand what is a function pointer. We will also learn introduction example of replacing a switch statement with function pointers and declaring and using function pointers. We'll start with advantages of function. In computer science, a function or subroutine or method, procedure or subprogram is a portion of code within a larger program which performs a specific task and is relatively independent of the remaining code. The syntax of many programming languages includes support for creating self-contained functions and for calling and returning from them. There are many advantages to breaking up a program into functions, including reducing the duplication of code in a program, for example, by replicating useful functionality such as mathematical functions, enabling reuse of the code across multiple programs, decomposing complex problems into simpler pieces. This improves maintainability and ease of extension. Improving readability of a program, hiding or regulating part of the program. The components of a function may include a body of code to be executed when the function is called, arguments that are passed to the subroutine from the point where it is called, a value that is returned to the point where the call occurs. Many programming languages such as Pascal, Fortran, ADA distinguish between functions or function subprograms which return values via a return statement and subroutines or procedures which do not return values. Some languages such as C and Lisp do not make this distinction and treat those terms as synonymous. Functions facilitate the factoring of code. In other words, functions facilitate reusability and procedural abstraction. Every C program consists of one main function, typically invoking other functions, each having a well-defined functionality. By procedural abstraction, we mean that once a function is written, it serves as a black box. All that a programmer would have to know to invoke a function would be to know its name and the parameters that it expects.